How long should Grand Rapids elected officials stay in office? While voters have the ability to limit their stay, a local group says that's not enough.
They want to bring term limits to City Hall, and that's where 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey is tonight. Joe?
Yeah, Sue, Brian, this group has turned in over 9,600 signatures on petitions to get that question on the fall ballot. City clerk still has to count them all, but that is more than they need to get that ballot question in front of voters. The question tonight is, why do they need term limits here at City Hall? The answer?
Career politics has done a lot to put more power in fewer hands.
Only Mayor George Hartwell, elected in 2003, and Second Ward Commissioner Rosalind Bliss, elected in 2005, would currently be term limited under the group's no more than 2 4-year term proposal. But supporters say it's not about who's in office now.
It's all about the system, putting in place the process, putting in place a system that allows for new ideas to come in.
There's also the question.
Mayor George Hartwell says he's all for fresh ideas. He says he's had a few of his own over the years.
And when my ideas are no longer good and they're no longer fresh or that of those of any of my colleagues on the City Commission, then people ought to exercise the right that they have to vote us out of office.
Michigan voters were asked the same question back in 1992 and approved term limits for state elected officials. Results have been mixed. Grand Valley State University political science professor Roger Moyle says term limits do shake things up.
It brings in new ideas and possibly innovation. In some cases, it may bring in groups that haven't been represented.
But that loss of institutional knowledge, the ability to navigate a political minefield, knowing what worked in the past and what didn't, is often lost with term limits.
8 years might sound like a long time to people, but there's a lot of swings that you have to go through and have to understand.
And if the signatures are all there and legitimate, the City Commission will likely act to put it on the ballot at their August 12th meeting. Now, you heard from the mayor. We also polled the entire City Commission. We heard back from a few of them, and you may be surprised what at least one of them had to say. That is all at woodtv.com. Live in Grand Rapids, Joe LaFurgey, 24-Hour News 8.